Hello there guys and girls, this is the Prussian Prince with another Total War Attila online battle. I'm playing as the Eastern Roman Empire and my opponent, ERE of Carthage, is playing as the Vandals on a map called Swamp. So indeed, I'm playing against the ERE of Carthage. You can find a link to his channel in the description, but it would be quite weird if you haven't subscribed to his channel already or watched him, because he makes a lot of Total War content. Both single player and multiplayer actually, so definitely I think you should check out his channel. There's a series called Faction Focus, and then he plays some campaign battles, some online battles. He even records tournament matches as well. I do like his channel. He's very entertaining, and of course he's a much better campaign player than I am. As for multiplayer battles, I don't know, but I do know that he puts a lot of thought into his builds. And over here, actually, since he's playing as the Vandals, he has this very cool unit here, which I haven't noticed. Basically, it has guerrilla deployment. And this is a huge mistake by me. This unit is a very light skirmisher cavalry unit, and it's going to destroy my Tagmata cavalry over here. Tagmata cavalry is very strong melee cavalry. It's just medium, but it's going to take so much damage being shot from the rear. Look at how quickly it's falling. But anyway, I have 6 Tagmata cavalry on the field, all rank 3 gold chevrons. Basically, I'm operating them to the max because why not? I mean, it's very cheap. You basically have to pay very little in order to operate them to the highest level. It's 10 funds per level, no matter what the current level is, or the type of unit, or the price of unit you're currently upgrading. That is irrelevant to upgrading the unit. And besides that, I have a Magister Militum. I think this is a very good choice because he is a very strong general. Yes, he is expensive, but look at his health, and well, he has, you can't see his health yet, but let me put it into slow-mo because the battle will start soon. Look at his health, look at his armor, very insane. So that is why I like him. And I always bring him against one of the Roman empires, but perhaps you should bring Palatina guards or the Comis. I haven't found any use for them actually at the moment. I think Magister Militum is a much safer pick at the moment. And at the moment I do have 3 Comitatense spears. I'm not interested in upgrading them because, yeah, I don't really care about them too much. Aside from that, I do have 3 Funditores. 2 of them are max upgrades because it does make them quite nice, I feel, since the funds are very low. So why not upgrade them, right? So, and yeah, I think that's a decent choice by me. As for my melee infantry, I do have 6 Eastern Armored Legio. These guys are pretty damn strong. Of course, all are rank 3 gold. These guys have taken some damage. As for the skirmishing, he's using his elite Germanic archers over here, trying to get rid of my Funditores. I've lost a lot of Funditores, but these guys are cheap. They cost like 200, whereas his elite Germanic archers are taking a lot of damage. The thing about using loose formation on elite Germanic archers is because yes, it's going to make them take less missile damage, but at the end of the day, they're also not going to do as much missile damage because I think the fire isn't as much damage as the fire isn't as concentrated. So that's something to keep in mind, but definitely with loose formation they will still trade decently against Funditores, I feel, as long as they don't remain in the fight for too long. The thing about my Funditores is that I think they have less range than the elite Germanic archers, but if I can get them into range as I have here, I'm going to be able to do a decent job at trading with them. But at the moment that's not the case. Anyway, I'm going to go over ERE's army. So up front he has 2 Germanic pikes, quite annoying units, say the least. And he does have these 2 elite Germanic archers. He has 2 Germanic warband over here. These are some axe units. In the center he has, let's see, he has a lot of noble Suebi swordsmen. He has 4 of them, gold 3. Very, very good choice, I feel, by ERE here. He has a Vandal warlord general. He is fast charge. I've got rally on mine, so that is the difference. And then he does have an interesting Alani Spearman War Dog unit. 2 of them actually. As for his left, he has 2 Germanic horsemen, bronze 2, supported by 2 light Moorish cavalry. As for his right flank, and just 2 Germanic horsemen, both bronze 2. I do believe, do I just have Tagmata cavalry? Yeah, I think I have just Tagmata cavalry. So over here, just this cavalry unit is being very annoying right now for me, but I'm starting to target it with Funditores. However, I do believe at this point that he already used his ammo, so he's probably very happy with the exchange he's gotten. As for here, I'm trying to do a little bit of damage to his units with the Funditores, but these guys have pretty crappy armor penetration. However, against elite Germanic archers, you can see they have very poor missile block chance and very poor armor. These guys have similar stuff, but as you can see, they're not good against targets that are armored because they have very poor armor piercing damage. Over here, look at his Germanic horsemen taking damage from all the darts that I'm throwing at the moment. He's taking a lot of damage here. My Eastern Armored Legio are getting charged though, and this is massive. It's actually going to be able to do a lot of damage with his melee cavalry. Look at these Eastern Armored Legio just taking insane damage. They're very heavy melee infantry, but even from the front they'll still take a lot of damage. And now with this move, he's going to be able to trade not too terribly with the Germanic Warband. The thing about Germanic Warband and Eastern Armored Legio though is that Eastern Armored Legio are just much better. Here I'm going to get a charge into his Germanic Horsemen. Of course, the Gamada Cavalry, also gold 3, much better than Germanic Horsemen. I'm going to win that engagement. Even here, I'm also going to win the engagement because my unit is better. Going to get free charge into his Germanic Horsemen over here. No engagements happening over here. And the engagements over here, I'm still going to be able to win them because I've got very strong units. The thing about his Suebi Swordsmen though is that they're going to crush through my Eastern Armored Legio because they are indeed better units. But my unit is in better shape here. So as you can see, I've broken through this Germanic Warband. I've got the Tagmata Cavalry coming around. I'm trying to somehow get through. His Germanic Mounted Brigands still have gotten rid of my Funditores and they're doing damage over here, but the Comitatenses Spears and this cavalry unit should be able to get rid of them. And here he catches me out of position, or no he doesn't, so he could have caught me out of position and rear charged, but we actually both made mistakes on this flank. However, as you can see, this flank is going extremely well for me. I've got a lot of very strong units on this flank, the Eastern Armored Legio, and here I'm going to get a clean charge on the unshielded side of his Noble Suebi Swordsmen. They're going to start falling rapidly. As for this side, it's not going as well for me. His Noble Suebi Swordsmen are going to do well against my Eastern Armored Legio, but his general is now engaged over here, and yes, he's going to stop these units for a while, but at some point he's going to die to them. My Tagmata Cavalry over here is engaging the Alani Spearmen. Very bad choice by me. Can't seem to get my Tagmata Cavalry anywhere, and I keep getting them shot and they're starting to lose men. I still have spear units in position. I've got this spear unit trying to make sure that he doesn't break through here. He's actually going to go straight into the Germanic spear unit, and this is actually a good move because I've only got it in two ranks deep, so it's going to do very well against the spear unit. I should have spread it out further. My Tagmata Cavalry is disengaging over here. His general is going to start dying. The Eastern Armored Legio aren't doing as badly, but they're getting lots of Attila onto them. Gothic Pikes over here actually touch my Comitatensis Spears and the Cav, but don't really kill too much, thankfully for me. But this side is not going too well. He's actually going to get into my general, so I have to... Yeah, I'm gonna get the Funditores in to block his charge and gonna get my general out of there because I don't want to take that engagement because he can then focus with his elite Germanic archers. But again, his elite Germanic archers don't have much ammo left. War dogs have been released, but they're gonna die very quickly to even depleted Tagmata Cavalry. Here his general is dying as well. Eastern Armored Legio, 2 of them might be able to do quite well against this one Noble Suebi Swordsman. I've still got Tagmata Cavalry on the field. I'm flanking his pikes with this Comitatensis Spears. Here I'm gonna have a cavalry unit with the Comitatensis Spear unit against the Germanic Horsemen, but very good charge into my Tagmata Cav, though I didn't get my charges off. Here I'm trying to get some Hammer Navals done with the Magister Militum. I'm going to kill his light Moorish Cav. His Germanic Horsemen over here are still going to die to my Tagmata Cavalry because Tagmata Cavalry is just much better. His general is soon going to be off the battle, and once that happens, his units are going to start wavering. Look at these pikes, they have poor morale. These units don't have as poor morale though. But look at these noble Suebi swordsmen just fighting so well. They're gonna rout this unit perhaps, and once that unit is routed, might be able to deal with this unit. But this moment you can see that they're kind of engaged from all angles. Over here my Eastern Armored Legio is still duking it out against the noble Suebi swordsmen, but at this point I still have my Magister Militum on the field with other Tagmata cavalry as well. His spike units are pushing forward, and they haven't done too much though, because they are very not too great. My Comitatensis spears should be able to deal with those Alani spearmen or dogs. I think they're just spearmen over there, yeah. Now I'm gonna get a rear charge with these Eastern Armored Legios against these noble Suebi spearmen. I'm going to pull out my Tagmata cavalry here, and here I'm breaking through his sword units as well. Gonna go for another rear charge with the Tagmatas. Tagmata cavalry is just such strong cavalry. Here I'm going to get rid of the Alani spearmen as well. I'm pulling away from the Gothic pikes. Might try and go for a rear charge. I'm gonna get rid of the elite Germanic archers as well, but at this point the battle is pretty much over. And I'm fighting against some of his units here, but they're gonna be routed and killed off the field. Kind of difficult though to say whose units are whose at this point. Look at them routing off the field. But yeah, looks like I lost a lot of men this battle, and I still deployed more than ERE somehow, despite having the significant edge in terms of melee cavalry. I guess I didn't spend as much in terms of skirmishing, but I had much stronger melee cavalry. I had more numbers in terms of sword infantry, which I believe was what allowed me to do quite well. But anyway, that was game, so hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment or subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I shall see you next time.